share the same history, we share the same interests, the same values, and I'm deeply convinced also the same destiny. And the European Union is not complete without the Western Balkans. So my Commission will continue to do its utmost to advance the enlargement process and the region's EU integration.
Let's get some analysis on this from Bodo Weber in Berlin. He's a senior associate with the Democratization Policy Council. Great to have you on the program. Now, the EU says it wants the Western Balkans in the EU. So why is it taking so long for the inclusion process to happen?
Well, I mean, for various reasons. Since the Euro crisis, we have what is called enlargement fatigue. German Chancellor Merkel and her leadership at some point for some years managed to bridge that fatigue. But in recent years, and this is also reflected despite the wording of today's Bordeaux Declaration, it has been primarily French President Macron who is genuinely against enlargement, who thinks that the EU needs to reform internally before ever going to enlarge, if at all, but who is not openly saying it and has made an opening for other member states to come up with dishonest interests and blocking North Macedonia like Bulgaria has. So we have seen that the approach to enlargement, that reforms are rewarded by steps in enlargement, has been undermined in the case of North Macedonia and Albania for 3-4 years now already. So this pledge is basically today is more or less a papering over this dispute, which has not been solved, primarily between Berlin and Paris.
Is this also a sense that there are migration fears coming from some European nations, that you'll have more migration coming from the Western Balkans?
Well, only indirectly. I mean, the issue of visa liberalization, which is an absolutely dishonest issue of not granting it to Kosovo as the only country from the region, despite having fulfilled all conditions and the Commission having confirmed that they have fulfilled all conditions for 3 years. This has not primarily to do with migration, but migration in a way, and the European refugee crisis and the role the states on the Balkan route played, in a way, gave some of these more or less democratic regimes in the Balkans, like Serbia, an opening and a conviction that the EU now might need them more than they need the EU. So that has, in a way, made an opening for countries to try to escape from this tough reform conditionality.
I'm afraid we've run out of time, but Bodo Weber, really appreciate you coming onto the program. Thank you so much.